All right, picture this. You're standing in the TSA line, confident your carry-on is fine. You've flown before, you know the basic rules: no oversized liquids, no knives, and definitely no fireworks. But then, the agent stares at your bag and says, "Sorry, this can't fly." In 2025, TSA and airlines have rolled out 11 new carry-on rules. Miss just one, and your bag could be denied, delayed, or even confiscated. Today, I'm revealing these updated rules. Trust me, number 7 will completely shock you. Let's start with the one almost every traveler carries: power banks. Here's the deal. Anything over 160 watt-hours, about 32,000 milliamp hours, is flat out banned from flights. Not just in your carry-on, banned everywhere. Why? Because high-capacity batteries are basically fire hazards waiting to happen. In fact, back in January 2025, an Air Busan flight in South Korea had to be evacuated because a power bank caught fire inside the cabin. And here's the kicker: it was technically legal under airline rules. Still, the plane filled with smoke and hundreds of passengers had to rush out. So, in 2025, TSA isn't taking chances. Stick to power banks under 20,000 milliamp hours. And if you're between 20K and 32K, you're allowed to, but only in your carry-on, and sometimes with airline approval. Checked bags? Absolutely not. Smart luggage looks futuristic. Built-in chargers, GPS trackers, motorized bags, even biometric locks. But TSA doesn't care how expensive your bag is. If the battery inside cannot be removed, your suitcase will be stopped at security. Imagine spending $400 on the perfect smart carry-on, only to have it rejected before boarding. Unless you're ready to buy a brand new bag on the spot and lose all your clothes, make sure your luggage has a removable battery. Think your trusty suitcase is still cabin size? Think again. Budget airlines like Ryanair, EasyJet, and Wizz Air have quietly reduced their free carry-on dimensions. What used to fit is now oversized, and that means surprise fees at the gate. In 2025, even Air Canada jumped on the trend, charging $35 for your first carry-on in basic economy. That's right, carry-ons are no longer guaranteed free. So if your bag doesn't fit the updated sizers, expect a last-minute $100 charge to check it. The infamous 311 liquid rule is still alive in 2025. Many thought new scanners in Europe would finally end it, but after multiple airports reversed the policy, we're right back to 100 milliliters max per container. Here's the trap. Some airports in the UK temporarily lifted the restriction, then reinstated it. Travelers got used to packing big bottles, only to have them confiscated months later. Moral of the story? Assume every airport still enforces the 100 ml rule. Play it safe, or lose your expensive skincare at security. Here's one many travelers forget: powders. It's telling of them, any truly disturbance to itself in carry-ons in life in camera. TSA limits them to 12 ounces, 350 milliliters, in carry-ons. Anything larger, protein powder, baby formula, bath salts, gets flagged. Even if allowed, it'll trigger extra screening, meaning delays, swabs, and sometimes outright confiscation. So split powders into smaller containers, if you must bring them. You'd think medications are always safe, right? Wrong. In 2025, TSA is cracking down on unlabeled meds. Loose pills in baggies or liquid medicine without proper documentation can cause major problems. The safest move? Keep meds in original labeled containers or bring a doctor's note for prescriptions. TSA officers have the final say, and the last thing you want is life-saving medication being confiscated on a technicality. Laptops and tablets have been standard at checkpoints for years. But now, larger electronics, like drones, gimbals, cameras, even hairdryers, are under closer inspection. If your bag looks like a mobile electronics store, TSA may pull it for secondary screening. Pack electronics neatly and expect to take them out separately. Here's where travelers get caught off guard. Peanut butter, yogurt, hummus, even soft cheese, all counted as liquids. In 2025, TSA is enforcing this harder than ever. That snack could be the reason your bag gets rejected. Solid foods are fine, but spreads over 100 milliliters, straight into the trash. This one seems obvious, but travelers keep trying. Scissors longer than 4 inches, multi-tools, even tent poles or baseball bats. All banned. Think you can argue with TSA? Good luck. If it even looks like a weapon, it's not getting through. In 2025, airlines are stricter than ever. One personal item only. That means your backpack or your purse, not both. Show up with extras, and gate agents will force you to check one for a hefty fee. Thoughtful. Pro tip: get a personal item that doubles as a travel bag, like a slim duffel with laptop compartment. The newest rule: biometric screening. Some airports now use facial recognition instead of boarding passes. If your ID doesn't match perfectly, you'll be pulled aside. Glitches are common, so always carry your physical passport or driver's license. Don't rely solely on digital boarding passes. Let's do a quick recap. In 2025, travel looks simple on the surface, but the rules are tighter than ever. From power banks that can literally ground a plane, to shrinking carry-on sizes that drain your wallet, to liquid and food traps that catch even the smartest travelers. These are the 11 rules that can make or break your trip. And remember this: the difference between a smooth flight and a nightmare isn't luck, it's preparation. Knowing the rules before you pack is the smartest travel hack of all. So next time you roll your bag into the airport, ask yourself, am I ready to pass the test? So there you have it. 11 new TSA carry-on rules for 2025. Double check your bag before you fly. It could save you money, time, and your entire vacation. If this helped, please subscribe to Flight Secrets. Every week, we expose airline hacks, TSA rule updates, and travel secrets to keep you ahead of the game. Because when it comes to air travel, knowledge isn't just power. It's your boarding pass to stress-free flying. Safe travels.